Come on, defense.
We do have one count hooked into the computer that way, so that's all I did was get into that.
Go. Hands up, see ball, okay. Good, Brady. Bravo. Last it. Move the big one. Middle, Brady. Get behind him. Okay. Good. Good. Come there.
Oh yeah, you can barely.
Yeah.
Good job, Chris, you know what you got? Go. Turn it fine. Get up. Think. Right here, Chris. Good. Straight up, Good. Straight up, hand up. Good. Wing, got it? Chris? Thank you, Brady.
Choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice. Risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
I keep track of them.
Pregame would tell you.
Alright, hop over to YouTube. I have to download a video that I uploaded. So handle your camera for that. Switch to the black channel. Catch up with the okay, YouTube video.
Good, turn, look. Here, Brady. Turn around. Go. Take one, Brady. Take one. Good.
James. Come on, let's get a bucket.
Here we go. Come the ball. Get through, Jack.
Play that before the varsity game and then after.
Come right away. Stop the ball, Ryan.
So 7.5 minute break, we're going to have to do it at halftime. I know, right?
Good,
It's in a different world over here.
Hold down. Look in. Yeah. Sit in that pose for a second.
Shoot that break.
Like, when he's not here, I know who it is. Jags.
Who's on 20? All right, get the
On play. Let's go. Good bucket.
Don't stand right to the ball. Hey, box. Gotta move. I got one there. There you go. Put it up, get it. Hey, flat. And another side. Flat.
Good look here, Red.
Think back to a time where the gym was full of people, and it was like you just running in here with a t-shirt on. Oh,
It's not really your best one now.
because there's not a furnace in the pool. It's hot water just goes through these things, and it's either on or off. There's no regulation. So, and the same thing at the Kelly too.
Makes sense.
And it's at the Kelly. There's like the they'll open the doors.
Hey, we got this. Stay right in front, Chris. Here comes your screen coming around. They're going to interchange. Yep. Come on. Get a body in front of the Get a body in front of the
This way the heat is dissolved. It's either on or off. There's no, to a certain level.
But having heat rather than not heat.
Yeah. It was a nice one. And then during the summer, there's no air conditioning in here or pajamas. And it's just stifling hot again. For volleyball sometimes, in those early days, it's 90 outside. It's at least 90 more than that.
No. Wrong way. Red ball. Yeah, red ball.
Line it up, ready? Hold it.
supposed to come in about 15 minutes, so we're going to stick with this system here. We're going to try to connect her wirelessly. If it doesn't work, we'll send her home. If it does, I'll teach you some concepts on how and why you want to switch.
Hey, look, Jack! Behind the cannon right here, stay right there. Look, wait, help! You ran like a football player there. That was a lot of travel. Hey, sit down, we're gonna cross. Right here, we're gonna cross. Jack, be strong.
What about like a track guy or something? We gotta get football. Ran like a gazelle? Runaway train? I don't know.
Let's get those boards.
The offensive linemen, they don't know.
Hey, Red. Jeremy, sink in. Then come on across, go. Get out. Good. Coming up, come across. Nice. Good, straight up.
Are we waving to the camera? Is that what we're doing? Okay. We'll zoom in on you next time. No? Okay. Halftime. It's all your show during halftime. Playing something nice. We're talking big things here. Big things. Choreography on the next
Command up.
Back up, get it! Behind you! Go! Cross out. 14. Yep, got that. Pull. Back out, Ray. Pull. Pull. You got 60 seconds. All right, ready?
Steve Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Yeah, that looks good. That's what we want to do. Mind your gun now. Hands in face. What do you want to do? Get up in them, Brady. Go. Outside, outside. Sink in, Jake. Sink in, Jake. Quick in. Hurry up. Middle, here comes the trap. Brady, turn.
Good look here, guys. Box on here, Red. Okay, play and release. Get a stop here, Red. I got 23.
Hand on. Hey,
Follow on 20.
come on, 43, you gotta call that. But you gotta call 43 for God's sake. I mean, really? Andy there, knocks him over like a football player. Here we go. Up, ground. Come on. Richard, you're going. First on net, right? Three. Yeah.
I know, right?
Get it? Nothing
Once
comes
you
from
get
the
most of
ball.
falling out.
Come on.
Well done, White. 23.
Box it, win. Get in, where you get it, team? Get closer. There you go, come on, go. Hey, one,
Good rebound, White. Hello, Red. Hands up, hands up. Go, Lee, keep going. Good crap here.
30 seconds, come on, 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family, or like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Hey, win. Come on. Yeah, Chris, that's me. Go down low. Go down low. Good. Go. Look in, no. Stop, hold right there. Come on, go. Move back. Good. Stay with them. Fine. Brady behind you. There you go. Good job. Go ahead and let it come through. Okay. Oh, Chris, up your back. Slice the ball. Line up, man.
I'm gonna go wait for Rachel to do it.
Yeah, 2 shots.
It's a timeout.
I had to.
Free. Take it, go. Got it. Play that release. No, the bonus. You come to the middle. Team the shooter. Knock him down, off. Wait. Hey, behind you, Chris. 23. Come back. Hey, middle. No, middle. Hands over. Queen, get there. Go. All right, put your hand down. Check. Stay out of those corners. Grab. Stay your dribble. Bring it back. Back up, Michael! Michael, good, take one step, good. Land and release. Good, middle move. Stay out of there, come back, back. There you go. Now look at the middle. Go. Hey, to the rim, Gannon. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Hey, just back up his point for your number. Don't foul. Don't foul. I can't do it.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Your snow adventure awaits at Power Pack in Marshfield and Irvs and Tomahawk. We're ready for snow. Stocked, locked, and loaded with 2 stores of inventory and the best selection of snowmobiles and off-road machines in the area. Activate your adrenaline on your new Polaris snowmobile, side-by-side or ATV. Save up to $1,500 on 2020 models. Plus, check out our snow gear from all the leading brands at both locations. Don't wait. Your adventure starts today at Power Pack in Marshfield and Irvs Sales and Service in Tomahawk. Your snow adventure destination.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Columbus Catholic High School for this mid-season Columbus Catholic Boys Basketball Report brought to you by Hawkins Ash CPAs with Columbus Catholic Boys Basketball Coach Joe Konechny. Coach, mid-season report, we usually try to do these beforehand, but with everything else in the world going on, this was the best you and I could do to get together. But I think it's pretty timely, and we'll keep it as a 2020-21 basketball talk, and we'll talk now about what amounts to the first half of the season. The first half of the season has you in a first place tie in the Clover Belt East. It has you with some interesting games along the way, including a non-conference game over at Alma Bancroft the other day, where you picked up a win. You look back at the first half of this year. How do you kind of grade your team? How do you categorize how your team's played so far?
Well, I think we've learned some lessons. You know, like you said, we've played a pretty chaotic schedule, adding some games last minute, losing some games last minute, and I think everybody's in the same boat. You know, our goal coming in wasn't to win conference or to make a run in the playoffs. Our goal was to have a season, to make sure we do whatever we can to have a season. You know, you and I are sitting 15, 16 feet apart right now, so we don't put ourselves in jeopardy of making sure that these young people have a season. So I'm very pleased that we've played 14 games to this point. I'm incredibly impressed with our young men who have jumped through every hoop necessary to make sure we continue to have a season. We know that it's not guaranteed, that at any moment you could play against a team that has a case, you know, unknowingly, and now you're out for 10 to 14 days. So that's a little bit stressful. But what we've done at our school and in our program, I think we've taken a lot of precautions to make sure that the exposure won't happen here, that if somebody does get COVID, that person will be out, maybe one or two others, but our program can continue. So you know, we are in a first place tie. We've had some great games, but the most I think about is that I'm just grateful that I got to coach these boys for 14 games, and I pray every day that we get 10, 15 more.
Every year in high school sports, you lose a group, you welcome in a new group. I know you and I have talked before. One of the things that you've told some of those groups in the past is that you get to be here as long as you want. They get to be here for just a short amount of time. It's really just a blink of an eye in a high school career. You know, kind of talk about the senior group you have now. I look at a couple of them on the wall over there, and you've mentioned, you know, let's just play some games here and see how many games we can play. I happen to think there may be more than that, but you're right. Anything can change at a moment. So talk about those guys, their place on the team, their ability on the basketball court and in the classroom.
Well, I think of them as people first. You know, those are three really good people. Eden Jacobson, probably one of the best athletes to ever come through here. Football, basketball, baseball, track, whatever he does. Just does a lot of little things for us. You know, he leads us in scoring and rebounding, I believe. A really good athlete and just a great kid. Gage Stratman, I think of leadership. You know, he's the quarterback of our football team, kind of the quarterback of our basketball team, always in the right spot, always making sure guys know to be in the right spot, and really a sense of I want to leave this better than I found it. And then Jaden Nenas is similar to Gage, just having his best season from a basketball standpoint. You know, he scored 22 the other night at Neilsville, but from a leadership standpoint has really taken some strides. Goes out of his way to help the younger players to make sure that when he leaves here, he's remembered fondly. And when all three of them walk out, it's going to be a really sad day. You know, and I think about what they've gone through from losing their spring season to having their fall season shortened. This season's been chaotic, but they've handled it like champions, man. Whatever we tell them they got to do to continue to play, they do it, and they never complain. And just a joy to be around, all three of them.
You've got another interesting game tonight, a non-conference game against Wausau East. We'll talk about the Lumberjacks here in a little bit. Before we do, I did mention mid-season reports brought to you by Hawkins Ash CPAs. You talked about it a little bit. You lost here to Neilsville on Friday night a week ago. You regathered yourselves and then beat them at their place on Monday. Nenas had the 22 points on Monday night. And then we were looking forward to a game against Greenwood that would have been last night. But now you get to play them later in the year, which, depending on what happens, could be a conference championship type of game, the way the standings shake out right now. So what are some of the goals, aside from playing the games, what are some of those goals here in the second half of the conference season?
Well, we want to get better each time out. You know, like you said, we lost Greenwood on Thursday. Coach Garrett over at Wausau East was looking for games, and we had a gym Friday, so we're going to play Wausau East tonight. We think that'll be a really nice test for us. They have some size that we could see in the playoffs, so that'll help prepare us. We get Fall Creek tomorrow, another, I think, D4 ranked team with some size. So the second half, we'd love to win the conference. We'd love to make a playoff run. But those are only going to happen if we focus on today, and then we focus on tomorrow. And you and I have talked a lot about it. We use the brick analogy a lot around here. Like today we're going to lay a brick, and if we lay it perfectly, tomorrow we lay another one. And at the end of the season, if we do that every day and focused on each little moment to make sure it was perfect, then we have a pretty cool product at the end. And this year more than ever, we're making sure that little things matter. We want to make sure we have a season number one, and then if those things happen on top of it, it's just a blessing.
Coach, you mentioned it. We'll talk now about tonight's game, and then we'll wrap up here. Tonight's game against Wausau East. And each year you don't get to recruit in high school like you do in college, right? You are, given the kids that are in your enrollment. This group, and maybe throughout your coaching career, there hasn't been a 6'6" guy or something like that to come and dominate inside. But your outside shooters kind of make up for that, and just the pace that you and your guys prefer to play, can certainly make up for that size. So what has to be done in a game like tonight where you might go up against some size and you may not be able to do some of the things you're accustomed to doing?
Well, I think number one, we have to rebound. Our Achilles heel at times against sides has been having great possessions defensively and then giving them second and third opportunities. And if that happens tonight, we'll get beat. If it happens tomorrow, we'll get beat. The second thing is offensively, we have to be more patient. If we settle for threes early in possessions, if we settle for contested shots, we're not going to get a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. And outside of Eden and Gage and maybe a few other guys crashing if they're playing zone. But I think rebounding and making sure we have extended possessions offensively where we get a quality shot every time, it's going to be very important.
Coach, always good talking to you. Glad we got to do it this year. Glad you and your guys get to play some basketball this season.
Thanks for the coverage, Jason. We really appreciate everything you do to make sure that our fans can watch our games, and I know you put the kids first, and we really value that.
All right, guys. Wausau East, Columbus Catholic coming up next.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Welcome to Columbus Catholic High School, and welcome to the Forward Bank pregame show. Forward Bank, moving our communities forward, online at forward.bank and in person on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Jason Zaleski here, Vincent Villarreal right there. And Rachel Zaleski going to give you some nice courtside shots during today's broadcast. It is the game of the week right here at Columbus Catholic High School, right here on Zaleski Sports. It's the home Columbus Catholic Dons and the visiting Wausau East Lumberjacks. Now, Vinny, I have no idea the last time this happened when a Clover Belt basketball team played a Wisconsin Valley basketball team. Probably never, but there's been a lot of nevers that have happened throughout the course of history here during these last couple months of high school sports here in the state of Wisconsin. But hey, what the heck? I talked to Coach Garrett before today's game, and he said, listen, I told my athletic director, give me a game anywhere, anytime, any place, and I'll take it. And okay, so he showed up here. Originally, Columbus scheduled to play Greenwood yesterday, and that did not happen. Some COVID concerns with that game. So with the opening on the schedule, Coach Konieczny decided, all right, we'll take you up on your offer, Lumberjacks, and we'll play you here in Marshfield. How's that sound? And Coach Garrett said, yep, that sounds real nice, and we'll be there. So here we are, and we're just about ready for basketball. About 2 minutes until national anthem. And again, you're watching the Forward Bank pregame show. Forward Bank, moving our communities forward, online at forward.bank and in person on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Before we get into starting lineups, other action around the Zaleski Sports sphere, world? I don't know, Vinny. I just make stuff up as I go, really. But other action tonight, we'll tell you about those games. It is boys basketball, Wisconsin Rapids. Prentice at Assumption. Varsity is tipping soon. And a pair of girls basketball games, Rib Lake at Stratford and Middleton at Mosney. I talked about a game that's never happened before. I can tell you for sure that has never happened before. But as we said, this one we're pretty sure has never happened before either. Is Division II Wausau East, Division V Columbus Catholic, and maybe you might expect a game like that, if it ever has occurred or something similar, to occur in November or early December. Certainly not in the middle of January, but Vinny, is there anything normal right now? No, I don't think so. No. Vinny tells me no, there's nothing normal at all. All right, we'll go through some top scores before we hit a commercial break. And let's see here. We'll first start with Wausau East. Gabe Napjezik, 10.3 points per game. Nate Stroming averages 9.9. Max Novak, 7.8 for Wausau East. For Columbus Catholic, they are paced by Eden Jacobson, 16.7 points per game. Grant Olson, 11.8. And Emmett Konieczny, 10.3 points per game, respectively. We'll take a quick commercial break. Be back for starting lineups right after this.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
We know how a bank should should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
All right, back here at Columbus Catholic, you're watching live sports tonight on Zaleski Sports. Back in time for today's national anthem here at Columbus Catholic High School. All right, another fine national anthem here at Columbus Catholic. That one we thought was going to be a Columbus Catholic High School band recording. It was the fight song. The school fight song came out, and that was a pre-recorded version of the Columbus Catholic High School fight song. But all right, we'll take what we can get. All right, it is starting lineup time now, and first for the Wausau East Lumberjacks. And we'll start with Wausau East first. And it is Jack Ormond getting the starting nod tonight for Coach Dan Garrett. He wears number 1. Number 3 is Max Novak. I mentioned Novak averaging 7.8 points per game for the Jacks here in the 2020 and 21 season. Number 21 is Noah Stroming. Stroming averages 9.9 points per game, and Gabe Napjezik wears number 23, averages 10.3 points per game for, again, Dan Garrett coached Wausau East Lumberjacks. And for Columbus Catholic, we will turn now to PA announcer Joe Byrell. Fine job, as always, by Mr. Joe Byrell, letting everybody know from here at Columbus Catholic and about 5 miles around. Starting lineups for both teams. You saw him here, and we are ready for basketball action here tonight from Columbus Catholic High School. It'll be Wausau East with the time-tested tradition of the opening inbound pass. And we are underway here in Marshfield. Inside it comes to Napjezik, kick out. Novak, 3 on the way. That one off to the left. Rebound brought down underneath. And then as Stroming was collecting the rebound, stepped out of bounds, lost the ball coming in. It'll be Columbus basketball. So Dons now work from the right to the left side of your TV screen. And Jason Zaleski on the call here today. Vinny Villarreal producing today's broadcast, and Rachel giving you some fantastic baseline shots down on the other side. Inside it comes to Jacobson. He's doubled and tipped away by Stroming. And back come the Jacks. Pass fed inside to Novak, but that one a little bit too thin to get through there on a tight angle. And Columbus back with the ball. Here's Nina, star Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, back on Monday, and 3 launched and hit by Cole Noreen. So Noreen gets the scoring started here in Marshfield. Columbus with some full court pressure as we are 1 minute 15 seconds off the first half clock. And 10 seconds is the call, so the Jacks not able to get the ball across the timeline. And Coach Garrett thought that was a little fast 10-second call, but 10-second call nonetheless. It'll be Columbus ball one more time. They lead 3-0 here in the very early stages of this one. Now Jacobson with it, looks inside, now gives off on the corner, on the wing to Olsen. Olsen dribbles, Nienist with it now, baseline drive cut off there, wheels back inside the lane, right-handed floater is good for Nienist. And more pressure being put on by the Dons. Ball still not across the timeline, and we're going to get a foul called on Columbus. And that foul will be assessed to Konieczny. So his first foul of any kind tonight by anybody. Now Ormond with it. Novak looked at a 3, got Konieczny up in the air, gives it back to Ormond. Ormond attempted to feed Napjezik down low, ball tipped out of bounds, and we've got our first timeout of the game, and we'll take the timeout with Coach Garrett. 16:07 left to play yet in the first. 5-0 Columbus.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
All right, back here to Columbus Catholic out of the Coach Garrett Wausau East timeout. I almost, going into break there, said the Newman timeout. That would have been accurate last year. Not this year. I was this close to saying it. I had said it, a number of times probably. I don't know why I decided that I was going to recall that in my memory. But anyway, Ormond. And over with it is Stroming. Now up top to Novak. And Novak has Noreen looking at him. Columbus often will put their top defender on who they feel is the gotta shut down player on the other side. So interesting where Noreen is to start today's game. 3-second call on the Jacks. So Coach Garrett out of the timeout, not able to get any points out of it. Now Ninas, dribble cut off there, over to Olsen. Olsen spins in the lane, guarded there by Stroming, and kicked back out to Konieczny. Now quickly down in the corner with it is Olsen. Feeds Nienist on the elbow. Nienist inside to Jacobson. Jacobson up and in, and it is quickly 7-0 Columbus Catholic. Jacks again will bring ball across. Roz there with it. That's what we're going to go with, by the way. Isaac Roz Witkowski. We're just going to go Roz, and nice work inside the lane for Stroming. I'm sorry, Napjezik with the basket. And ball mishandled by Olsen. Olsen looked to the basket, did not look the pass in. And that is often the result in those circumstances. So 3 minutes off the first half clock, 7-2 Columbus here at home. And over the timeline now to Novak. Again, if you're just joining us, East caught with the 10-second violation a few possessions ago. Now Raz on the drive, cut off there by Ninist, and ball picked off by Konieczny. Konieczny, fast break, left-hand layup is good. So all Dons so far here in the opening minutes tonight. Again, non-conference basketball. Originally, this was on the schedule for East to play at Marshfield, but that game was moved up. That was played sometime around the Christmas time. Now, nice look inside. No finish by Ormond. Rebound brought down by Nabjezic up and good. He's got 4. So that the Marshfield game for East was played early, so that left an opening for East tonight. And as I mentioned, a game against Greenwood yesterday for Columbus was better thought of to play on February 6th as Stromig with the steal. Stromig through 2 Dons and a scoop shot and layup for Noah Stromig. So Columbus will still play Greenwood. That'll be on February 6th for what I think will be for a conference championship. So we look forward to that one. That's a Saturday, and of course we'll have that live as the feed to Jacobson pays off. He's got 4, averages 17 a game, 16.7 if you're a numbers fanatic. We'll just call it 17. As Novak gets in trouble in front of the Dons bench. Tipped away by Columbus. It'll stay with East. See Sam Wilczek and Gage Stratman enter today's contest for the first time for Coach Joe Konieczny. Inside feed to Nabjezic. He wheels in the lane. Shot too strong. Rebound brought down by Ninist. Dons turn the ball back up the court. They've got a 5-point lead here at home. Now Wilczek. 3-point threat for the Dons. And ball tipped out last off the hand of Stromig. And it'll stay with the Dons. Now Wilczek on the drive. Dishes outside to Konieczny. And Konieczny feed down to Jacobson. And they're going to call the jump ball as Jacobson hits the deck. And Nabjezic caused that jump ball. Nice play there defensively for Gabe. This will be Konieczny to inbound looking, and we'll get over to Wilczek. Wilczek in the lane. That floater was partially deflected by Nabjezic. That'll go down as a block. And now Stromig on the outside. Back up top to Ormond, and he left without dribbling the ball. All right, Vinny, how we doing? Everything looking good? Sounds good? Top notch? I know. Told you it would be. I told you we'd get her all ironed out. This is a well-oiled, fast-paced race car here. Hot rod, they call him. As Konieczny lines up at 3. Timber! Emmett Konieczny. He's got a quick 5 points. Does the freshman Konieczny. And it'll be Novak racing it across the timeline and caught in the corner. Is able to get it over to Nabjezic. He looks and will take the long 23-footer and hit it. All right, Gabe, we see you. 7 points for Nabjezic. Now Ninist, Coach Garrett asked for a travel, did not get one. Motion denied. They say that in the courthouse. 3 by Ninist is good. Jaden Ninist. You learn about all kinds of things watching Zaleski Sports. And I know nothing about a courtroom other than what I've seen in the movies, but it looks pretty cool. As long as you're on the fun end of it. It's Nabjezic layup left short off the front of the rim, and Jacobson with the rebound. Sometimes in the movies, though, you go to the courthouse and the bad guy goes to jail. It's bad news. No idea where we're going with that. So 17-9 Columbus. Ninist on the take. Right-hand floater. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee. Ninist. And timeout Columbus. They have a 10-point lead here in Marshfield. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Out of the Coach Konieczny Columbus Catholic timeout. Get his Dons reconfigured here for the final 11:40 of the half. As we see Sam Moses in the game the first time, along with Caden Worth for Wausau East. And a new Don, we got Blake Jacoby on the floor. Jacoby wears 13 for Columbus Catholic, diving, and Wilczek puts his body on the floor, not able to save it in. Good athletic move for the young fella there. And he's got Dad coaching the girls team over in Loyal tonight. Dial up a score for you later. Columbus Catholic and Loyal girls, Cloverbelt East basketball. And in the lane, Caden Worth, nice take. So that time coming out of the Columbus timeout, East able to strike for two. Oh, look at the high-low from Stratman to Jacobson. And Coach Garrett going to call a full timeout, 60-second break. His Lumberjacks trail by 10.
Your snow adventure awaits at Power Pack in Marshfield and Irvs and Tomahawk. We're ready for snow. Stocked, locked, and loaded with 2 stores of inventory and the best selection of snowmobiles and off-road machines in the area. Activate your adrenaline on your new Polaris snowmobile, side-by-side or ATV. Save up to $1,500 on 2020 models. Plus, check out our snow gear from all the leading brands at both locations. Don't wait. Your adventure starts today at Power Pack in Marshfield and Irvs Sales and Service in Tomahawk. Your snow adventure destination.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Back to Columbus Catholic out of the Coach Garrett timeout, and points on the inside for the Jacks. As Noah Stroming hits his second bucket of, of the night. Had a frog stuck in my throat since about the national anthem. As Jacobson picks up his first, team second. So Columbus with 2 fouls in the half. East yet to commit a foul. Now Worth feeds Stroming down low. Stroming double team right away, turns into another double team. And then on the baseline, nice find there to Sam Moses, as Moses up and good. Those of you watching before the pregame show started saw my sit down with Coach Konieczny earlier today. He talked about the size of the Lumberjacks, and saw some of that in action there as the Don's defense flowed to the big guys, and it was one of the not as big guys. Sam Moses able to free himself up on the baseline. Now good defense here, 2-3 zone for the Jacks, and nice defense here. Good round of applause from those in the Wausau area coming down to support their guys here tonight. And on the run out, Ormond not able to get it to go, but does draw the foul. 2 free throws coming up for Jack Ormond. And a late start over in Loyal. Girls basketball has, well, hang on here. As Ormond hits the first. Now they were live over there for 3 minutes and 42 seconds, then it ended. Oops. As Ormond on the second hits. Vinny, we don't know anything about that, right? Being live for a while, and oh, shoot, what happened? Yeah, it happens, guys, it happens. All the best intentions. Don's now up by 4. They've led by as many as 10 as that ball kicked by Moses, and The Dons will inbound. And a line change sent in by Coach Garrett. We see Novak come back in for the Jacks, and for the first time today, Jack Cayley wears number 35 in. And he will fortify the bottom part of that zone for the Jacks. Quickly, Noreen, and not able to get it. Offensive rebound, though, for Jacobson. Konieczny straight on three is good. Emma Konieczny, his second three today. He's got 8. Dons lead by 7. That ball tipped and stolen away by Columbus. Here's Noreen with it. Olsen, as the Jacks defense, that zone defense extends up and out. Now Jacobson, double team comes on him. Not a shooting threat from the short corner is Eden, but they're going to swarm the ball anyway, and stolen away by Dylan Buckberger. If I failed to mention Buckberger in the game a couple minutes ago. Now Moses feeds Buckberger on the inside, and easy layup for Dylan Buckberger, his first bucket of the night. And Friday night basketball here from Marshfield. Division 5 Columbus Catholic, Division 2 Wausau East. In a fun, unusual matchup here tonight. Now kick out. Stratman will launch the three. That one off the side of the backboard, and Buckberger picks up the loose ball, turns it up to Worth. Worth looks ahead, dribbles past Konieczny in the lane, and then blocked by Noreen. I mentioned Cole Noreen, one of the top defenders here for these Dons, and showed one of those defensive moves there. Here's Olsen with it, looks over the top of Novak. Now down it comes to Jacobson in the short corner. He passes out right away to Olsen. Noreen looked at a three, passed on that. Dons ball movement, Konieczny. That three was off from the get-go, and then stripped away by Stratman. They'll say jump ball, and it'll go back to the Lumberjacks. As we see Jaden Enist re-enter for Coach Konieczny, and Roz comes back in for the Jacks. And Jacks work to get the ball across the half-court line. In it comes to Buckberger. He gives over to Novak. Now bounce to Moses. Inside look. Now kick out three on the way for Roz. That one long. And rebound brought down by Moses. Moses on the reverse layup. Not able to get it. And Konieczny comes away with the ball. Outlet pass to Enist. He goes back to Konieczny. Now Noreen cross court in front of the Dan Garrett coach Lumberjack bench. Inside to Olsen, spins, turns, gives to Enist. Enist stops dribble in the lane. Now Jacobson on the take around Buckberger, and Buckberger with the block. 5-point Jacks deficit. They do have the ball. Here's Moses. In it comes to Cayley, and Cayley's fouled. So 4th foul on the Dons. And again, I talked to Coach Konieczny earlier this afternoon. Prior to today's game, he did talk about the size of the Jacks. And he's pacing the sideline now, rethinking his strategy on this size of Wausau East. Here's Cayley on the first. Left that one short, right out of his hand. That was short the whole way. Now Moses goes out, and back comes in Napjezik. And Cayley able to hit on the second. So he draws his first points of the night. 4-point Dons lead. Again, it has been as many as 10. 6:40 left in the half. Into Jacobson, and that ball had to be reached for and tossed back in. Now Jacobson on the dish. The dime from Konieczny. 8 points now for Jacobson, well on his way to his season average of 17. Now Cayley, here's Roz with it. Over to Novak, and again the Jacks labor it across the half-court line and fouled on the shot. It'll be a foul on Enist, and that'll send Napjezik to the line. They're going to say he was outside the arc, so 3 free throws coming up for Nabjezic. So first one comes up nigh. 2 more, though. Time to get it right for Gabe. It's the second to go. Just need a little encouragement. I'm sure he was listening to me as we see Fox Klein in for the first time today along with Nate Murphy. So Coach Garrett going almost 10 deep here in the first half. And Nabjezic able to get the second one to go. He's got 7. He averages 10 a game. Now Konechny left alone outside the arc. Konechny, his 3rd 3-pointer of the half. Cannot leave him alone. Now Roz backs up, dribbles through the Don defense, loses the ball. 3-on-1 fast break, and Konechny may have traveled. 2 points for Emmett. Obviously not. Coach Garrett didn't think so, so that was just me. I was wrong. As can happen from time to time. That one tipped out of bounds by Jacobson. Your locally owned Sherrill Tire and Service Center will keep you rolling and growing by coming to you with one of our 14 farm and commercial service trucks. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Lead was trimmed to 4 just moments ago. Balloon now back up to 9. The help of a Emmett Konechny 3-pointer and then a fast break layup by Konechny. So 5 consecutive for Konechny and the Dons. Now Roz looked inside. Nabjezic wanted it. See if they go to him here. They do. Jacobson on him. Nabjezic spins in the lane and travels. Lifted his pivot foot as he spun back in. As you see Konechny just get about a 30-second breather there. Wasn't much. But father knows best, apparently. Dons lead by 9. Here's Wilczek. Now bounces it to Nenist. Nenist inside to Jacobson. Again, crisp, clean ball movement by the Dons. Here's Konechny. On the wing now, Nenist. Nenist throws over the top of the East zone defense. Gets it right back. Now on the ball fake. Nenist on the move in the lane and going to get his own rebound. Dons work the ball around the perimeter. 4:40 left in the half. Now Wilczek bounces inside to Jacobson, and he works inside on Klein. Can't get the shot to go, and then a foul underneath. That's going to go on Nenist, and that should be player foul number 2. Yep, so second foul for Nenist, and he strolls to the bench. In comes Stratman for Jacobson, and then in comes Olsen for Nenist. Jacks with the ball. They trail by 9. Now Roz gets it across the timeline, loses the ball as he does. Flip back up ahead by Noreen, up to Konechny, and Dons transition offense. Instant offense for the Dons. Now with their largest lead here of the half, they lead by 11. Again, Roz getting in trouble there, coming across. The narrow sideline over there is bailed out by the foul call. And foul number 7, that'll put the Jacks on the line. Rozwadowski now will go to the line for Wausau East. That was the second foul on Wilczek. And free throw up and good, so bonus free throw coming for Roz. And that one up and good, so 2 for 2 from the line goes Roz. Quickly comes Wilczek and the Dons. Wilczek battles against Klein, gets his own rebound, and shot put back up, and the first foul of the game for Wausau East will result in 2 free throws for Sam Wilczek. So foul called on Novak. As Wilczek hits the first, Coach Garrett telling the officials if that's a foul there, the other one before that was a foul for us. Now, why didn't that happen? Well, explanation given, and Coach Garrett said, all right. And Wilczek goes 2 for 2 from the line. Again, we will effort a Columbus Catholic girls basketball score during halftime as Coach Ron Wilczek leading his Dons over in a conference game against Division V ranked Loyal tonight, in Loyal, obviously. So, most times. And what are they going to call here? Hang on here. They're going to call a jump ball before the shot, and ball will go back to Columbus. That was Stromig working hard underneath, but jump ball called, and then the shot put up. So this will be Wilczek to bring it up. His Dons lead by 11, 3:35 left in the half. Now Noreen with it. Bounces to Olsen. Olsen looked at Konieczny, did not see him. Now Konieczny with it here. Konieczny frees himself up for a straight-on 3. Got it. 4 3-pointers in the half for the freshman Konieczny. 18 points for Emmett. Here he is on the take again, throws up a wild shot, and has earned himself a pair of free throws for the effort. Is your vehicle ready for winter weather? Fleet Farm has everything you need, from wiper blades, batteries, auto chemicals, even snow tires, and it's all low fleet prices. Stay safe on the roads this winter with Fleet Farm. And Konieczny makes good on his first free throw. Put a pair of wiper blades on the Blazer during the summer over at Fleet Farm. Had some extra time on my hands during the summer, so got over to Fleet Farm a few times. Those that listen to our summer fast pitch softball and golf and other things we did during the summer heard all my stories about my garden I put in with all my supplies from Fleet Farm. And I suppose, think of this here, Vinny, end of January is almost here. I should maybe start thinking about the garden again, but before then, probably could use a couple things at Fleet Farm. I know some candy, and we may be stopping there after the game here today. So if you're in the Marshfield area, head on over to Fleet Farm after the game. Well, Rachel and I are big fans of the candy aisle at Fleet Farm, as Nap Jezik on the take. A couple more free throws coming for Gabe. And Rachel probably heard that already, so she's already got her mind on some chocolate peanut clusters at Fleet Farm. All the good stuff over there. I know it. First for Nap Jezik, rattles home. He's now 3 for 4 from the free throw line here in the half. 10 points, equaling his season average already here with 2:51 left in the first. Now 11, so Nap Jezik goes over his season average. 2:45 left in the half. Here's Konieczny out to Noreen, and Stromig nearly with the steal. Still working on it. And Stromig will pick it up, and here come the Jacks. And it's taken away by Konieczny, and fast break for Grant Olsen. First points of the night for Olsen, as the Dons have now built a 16-point halftime lead. The Jacks had cut that lead. It was a 10-point lead with 14 minutes left, and they're just 4 minutes into the game. Jacks had trimmed that all the way down to 4 with about 10 minutes left in the half, and now Columbus been on the run since then. And Roz now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. 3 for 3, looking for 4 for 4, can't get it to go, and ball tipped out by Napjezik, and then stepped out of bounds with it, did Noreen, and the Lumberjacks will get another chance on this end. As Jacoby comes in, Konieczny will head out, sit on the Dons bench, and Stratman will come in for Jacobson. So both coaches using their bench here in the first half. Now Stromig feeds inside to Napjezik, kick out to Novak, and then Ormond on the take. And back to the free throw line go the Jacks. That'll go on Grant Olson. So Ormond now on the first. And gets that one up and good. That was 10 fouls there on the Dons, so double bonus for the final 2:14 for Wausau East. And Ormond can't get that one to go, but does get the rebound. So Jacks, again, keep the ball on this side. Third possession now on this trip down for Wausau East. Here's Rods, feeds inside to Napjezik. Kick out, 3 on the way is no good, and offensive rebound, no. It'll come down to Ninist as the shot by Novak came off long. Quickly now down to Noreen. Now Olsen back to Noreen, looks inside, passes on a opportunity for Stratman. Now Konieczny back in the game, gives it away to Ormond. Now Novak inside to Napjezik. He spins in the lane, takes one step, bangs it off the backboard. Stromig offensive rebound, can't get it to go. Gets his own board, back up strong and good. So Stroming has 6. Nice work there by Noah Stroming. Olsen at the free throw line, got that one tapped away. Dons, 1:05 left, looking for offense here out of this 5-man set. It'll come from Ninist on a long 3. That one comes up short. Rebound brought down by Ormond. Jacks with a chance to score more points here before the half. Cut into the 12-point Dons lead. Here's a long one by Napjezik. That one no good. And Noreen falling away with the rebound, gives off to Olsen. And Coach Konieczny calls for one shot here. One shot, 37 seconds left before halftime. And then you'll see my interview with Coach Konieczny during the halftime break as that one poked from behind. That was Novak going to be the guilty party. Team foul number 4. The Dons will inbound. Well, I'm sorry. They're going to call Napjezik with the foul. His first. Still, though, just team 3rd. Stratman and Noreen arcing 3 is good. And we get a timeout. We'll keep it here during the timeout with just 19 seconds left before the half. And Noreen hits his second three-pointer of the half. Dons lead by 15. And we'll tell you about Spectrum Benefit Solutions. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and now in Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. More coming up during the broadcast from Wisconsin Homes, Hawkins Ash CPAs, Traxler Transport, and awards and more. So stay tuned for all those messages. You'll hear a little bit about Hawkins Ash during our halftime special with Columbus Catholic head coach Joe Konieczny. So don't go anywhere. Got that coming up in about 10 seconds. As 5 seconds left on the clock. 3 from Novak, a little bit too strong. Ball tipped around, final second, and no shot from Roz as that gets waved off. Coach Garrett was hoping for the foul, did not get one called. And our half will end at that. It is Columbus Catholic 45, Wausau East 30. Here is Coach Joe Konechny and myself, and then back for some halftime stats in just a bit. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Columbus Catholic High School for this mid-season Columbus Catholic Boys Basketball Report brought to you by Hawkins Ash CPAs with Columbus Catholic Boys Basketball Coach Joe Konechny. Coach, mid-season report, we usually try to do these beforehand, but with everything else in the world going on, this was the best you and I could do to get together. But I think it's pretty timely, and we'll keep it as a 2020-21 basketball talk, and we'll talk now about what amounts to the first half of the season. The first half of the season has you in a first place tie in the Clover Belt East. It has you with some interesting games along the way, including a non-conference game over at Alma Bancroft the other day, where you picked up a win. You look back at the first half of this year. How do you kind of grade your team? How do you categorize how your team's played so far?
Well, I think we've learned some lessons. You know, like you said, we've played a pretty chaotic schedule, adding some games last minute, losing some games last minute, and I think everybody's in the same boat. You know, our goal coming in wasn't to win conference or to make a run in the playoffs. Our goal was to have a season, to make sure we do whatever we can to have a season. You know, you and I are sitting 15, 16 feet apart right now, so we don't put ourselves in jeopardy of making sure that these young people have a season. So I'm very pleased that we've played 14 games to this point. I'm incredibly impressed with our young men who have jumped through every hoop necessary to make sure we continue to have a season. We know that it's not guaranteed, that at any moment you could play against a team that has a case, you know, unknowingly, and now you're out for 10 to 14 days. So that's a little bit stressful. But what we've done at our school and in our program, I think we've taken a lot of precautions to make sure that the exposure won't happen here, that if somebody does get COVID, that person will be out, maybe one or two others, but our program can continue. So you know, we are in a first place tie. We've had some great games, but the most I think about is that I'm just grateful that I got to coach these boys for 14 games, and I pray every day that we get 10, 15 more.
Every year in high school sports, you lose a group, you welcome in a new group. I know you and I have talked before. One of the things that you've told some of those groups in the past is that you get to be here as long as you want. They get to be here for just a short amount of time. It's really just a blink of an eye in a high school career. You know, kind of talk about the senior group you have now. I look at a couple of them on the wall over there, and you've mentioned, you know, let's just play some games here and see how many games we can play. I happen to think there may be more than that, but you're right. Anything can change at a moment. So talk about those guys, their place on the team, their ability on the basketball court and in the classroom.
Well, I think of them as people first. You know, those are three really good people. Eden Jacobson, probably one of the best athletes to ever come through here. Football, basketball, baseball, track, whatever he does. Just does a lot of little things for us. You know, he leads us in scoring and rebounding, I believe. A really good athlete and just a great kid. Gage Stratman, I think of leadership. You know, he's the quarterback of our football team, kind of the quarterback of our basketball team, always in the right spot, always making sure guys know to be in the right spot, and really a sense of I want to leave this better than I found it. And then Jaden Neenest is similar to Gage, just having his best season from a basketball standpoint. You know, he scored 22 the other night at Neilsville, but from a leadership standpoint has really taken some strides. Goes out of his way to help the younger players to make sure that when he leaves here, he's remembered fondly. And when all three of them walk out, it's going to be a really sad day. You know, and I think about what they've gone through from losing their spring season to having their fall season shortened. This season's been chaotic, but they've handled it like champions, man. Whatever we tell them they got to do to continue to play, they do it. And they never complain, and just a joy to be around, all three of them.
You've got another interesting game tonight, a non-conference game against Wausau East. We'll talk about the Lumberjacks here in a little bit. Before we do, I did mention mid-season reports brought to you by Hawkins Ash CPAs. You talked about it a little bit. You lost here to Neilsville on Friday night a week ago. You regathered yourselves and then beat them at their place on Monday. Neenest had the 22 points on Monday night. And then we were looking forward to a game against Greenwood that would have been last night. But now you get to play them later in the year, which, depending on what happens, could be a conference championship type of game, the way the standings shake out right now. So what are some of the goals, aside from playing the games, what are some of those goals here in the second half of the conference season?
Well, we want to get better each time out. You know, like you said, we lost Greenwood on Thursday. Coach Garrett over at Wausau East was looking for games, and we had a gym Friday, so we're going to play Wausau East tonight. We think that'll be a really nice test for us. They have some size that we could see in the playoffs, so that'll help prepare us. We get Fall Creek tomorrow, another, I think, D4 ranked team with some size. So the second half, we'd love to win the conference. We'd love to make a playoff run. But those are only going to happen if we focus on today, and then we focus on tomorrow. And you know, you and I have talked a lot about it. We use the brick analogy a lot around here. Like today we're going to lay a brick, and if we lay it perfectly, tomorrow we lay another one. And at the end of the season, if we do that every day and focused on each little moment to make sure it was perfect, then we have a pretty cool product at the end. And this year more than ever, we're making sure that little things matter. We want to make sure we have a season number one, and then if those things happen on top of it, it's just a blessing.
Coach, you mentioned it. We'll talk now about tonight's game, and then we'll wrap up here. Tonight's game against Wausau East. You know, and each year you don't get to recruit in high school like you do in college, right? You are, you know, given the kids that are in your enrollment. You know, this group, and you know, maybe throughout your coaching career, there hasn't been a 6'6" guy or something like that to come and dominate inside. But you know, your outside shooters kind of make up for that, and just the pace that you and your guys prefer to play can certainly make up for that size. So what has to be done in a game like tonight where you might go up against some size and you may not be able to do some of the things you're accustomed to doing?
Well, I think number one, we have to rebound. You know, our Achilles heel at times against sides has been having great possessions defensively and then giving them second and third opportunities. And if that happens tonight, we'll get beat. If it happens tomorrow, we'll get beat. The second thing is offensively, we have to be more patient. If we settle for threes early in possessions, if we settle for contested shots, we're not going to get a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. And outside of Eden and Gage and maybe a few other guys crashing if they're playing zone. But I think rebounding and making sure we have extended possessions offensively where we get a quality shot every time, it's going to be very important.
Coach, always good talking to you. Glad we got to do it this year. Glad you and your guys get to play some basketball this season. Thanks for the coverage, Jason. We really appreciate everything you do to make sure that our fans can watch our games, and I know you put the kids first, and we really value that. All right, guys, Wausau East, Columbus Catholic coming up next. All right, back to Columbus Catholic, our halftime stats brought to you by Fleet Farm. Again, winter driving is here. Fleet Farm will get you all hooked up with wipers, tires, everything you need, plus save 4 cents per gallon on gas. It all happens at your local Fleet Farm. For the Wausau East Lumberjacks, we'll start there. Gabe Nabjezik, 11 points in the first half. Noah Stroming with 6. Isaac Rozwadkowski with 3. Jack Ormond with 3. Dylan Buckberger with 2. Sam Moses with 2. Caden Worth with 2. And Jack Cayley with 1. Balanced scoring attack for the Lumberjacks. For the Columbus Catholic Dons, and leading all scorers tonight, Emma Konieczny, 20 points. 4 3-pointers to go along with the 20-point first half effort for Konieczny. Eden Jacobson with 8. Jaden Enos with 7. Cole Noreen with 6. And Grant Olson with 2. Again, a very interesting matchup here, one that we have never seen before, and nobody has perhaps seen before. Got about 90 seconds left before the start of the second half. We'll be back for it right after this.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield, en Avenida South Central y Calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México.
Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central in Marshfield.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us number 1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
All right, back here for the start of the second half. Believe it, Vinny. We hit it, man. We hit it. 45-30 halftime score. Second half starts on that note as Stroming gets the offensive rebound and back up and in for Noah. So 8 points now, 6 points in the first half, plus 2 makes 8. And we're off and running here in half number 2 of this boys basketball non-conference matchup here. Olsen in the lane, out to Jacobson. Now Jacobson wheels left hand, strong move for Eden Jacobson. You heard Coach Konechny during our halftime update tell you that he thought Jaden Enos, one of the best athletes to ever come through Columbus Catholic High School, showed some of that athletic ability right there. Now Ormond, back up, it comes to Novak, quickly now around. Now Nabjezic finds himself in deep, can't get the layup to go. Offensive rebound again for Stroming. Nice work again for the young fella, Stroming. Now Olsen turns inside, kicks out to Noreen. Inside feed to Jacobson. Jacobson goes to work. That one's stripped away by Nabjezic. Olsen with the loose change. Konechny 3, that left that one short. As that shot was going up, somebody here in the east section left him. He said, oh no. They had seen 4 of Konechny's 3-pointers in that first half. As Raz on the take, a little bit too strong. Another offensive rebound for Stroming, and one. Fill it up, big fella. And Jacobson picks up his 3rd on the interaction. And Stroming looking at Nabjezic. Rip it down. 13 for Gabe. Wow. That was pretty good, Vinny. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now Olsen on the take off the backboard. May not have been the plan going in, but it certainly had to be the way that Olsen, probably the only way he could get that one to go. Strong off the backboard. Now Stroming works against Nienist. Coach Konechny looking for a foul there as Stroming had the right wing out, but didn't push off with it. Just had that right in the, in the circumference of his area there. I was okay with it. Here's Olsen now. Nienist on the wing. Gives off to Noreen. Noreen right back to Nienist it comes. 3-pointer for Jaden is off the side of the backboard, and here comes Stroming and the Jacks. Stroming head of steam, feeds Raz down low. That one got blocked by Jacobson. Eight-4 run for the Jacks coming out of the locker rooms here in the second half. Nienist may have traveled, and now the travel call is made. During the last 50 years, Wisconsin Homes has maintained a tradition of building some of the finest homes on the market. Wisconsin Homes is a leader in precision home building. Precision building offers strong, measurable advantage over traditional building practices. Wisconsin Homes invites you to visit our facility in Marshfield to see the firsthand efforts we make to provide our customers with the highest quality home on the market. As Stroming, another layup for Noah Stroming at Wisconsin Homes. Give them a call, 715-502-4036 to arrange your personal factory tour. And thanks to our friends at Wisconsin Homes for making today's broadcast possible. Stroming, again, he is on fire. 10 points in the half for Stroming. He's got 16. And with 14:23 left, the Dons take a timeout. We'll be back.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement.
Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
All right, back to Marshfield, out of the Columbus Catholic timeout. Dons had a 15-point halftime lead. That now cut to 7. Now Olsen baseline, cut off there by Stroming. Stroming will steal it away around the back and does just dribble it out of bounds. Draxler Transport has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Now Olsen lowers the shoulder, cut off though by Stroming. Gives off to Noreen. Noreen works around Worth and is fouled in the process. Be the first foul for Wausau East in the half. And the first foul for Worth in the game. On the inbound. And this will be Stratman going up strong. Couple of free throws coming up for Gage Stratman. Novak picks up his second, team second in the half. Stratman misses on the front end of the shooting free throws. And hits on the back end. Now Novak feeds Nabjezic on the inside, makes a little bit of space, and rolls it over the front of the rim. He's got 15. Now Wilczek on the drive, lowers the shoulder, and it'll be another foul coming up on the Lumberjacks. So Ormond picks up his second. Now flashing down low is Jacobson, and that one blocked by Nabjezic. Good defensive effort there for East. Now Worth, and that one blocked by Jacobson. And then stolen away from Nabjezic by Wilczek. Back come the Dons with it. They lead by 6. Here's Wilczek. Wilczek works in the lane. Kick out to Stratman. Now Jacobson on the baseline. And Jacobson, right-hander, over the top of Nabjezic. No good. Will collect his own rebound. Back up strong with it goes Jacobson. And bodies flying. Somebody was pushed down there. And not sure what's going to be the call here. There was some pushing and shoving afterwards as Jacobson was fouled. He's pushed. Coach Garrett comes out to midcourt, tell his guys to back off. And I don't believe anything additional will be called there other than the foul. And the foul is going to be called on Ormond, I believe. His second, I think, is what we're saying here. And now some talk going on at the scorer's table. And we'll see what the final result here is. Nope, sorry, that foul is on Max Novak. And this looks like Jacobson is, he was shooting when he was fouled, so they're going to put Jacobson at the line for 2. Thought there might have been some more to come out of that, but not the case. Jacobson hits the front end. A lot of action under the basket, and one foul called as a result. And Jacobson misses on the back end. And Stroming with the rebound. All right, so back to basketball here. And Novak on the take, and the foul is going to be called there. It'll be a foul on the floor. It'll be team foul number 6 on the Dons. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. They do say that Novak was in the act of shooting when that foul occurred. So free throw number 1 is earned and good, and it looks like Jacobson will come and take a break on the bench. Coach Garrett still getting some additional explanation on what happened there on the that prior altercation under the basket. Novak makes both his first points here of the game, and buzzer is going to bring Konechny into the game, and will send Noreen out. So 5-point Don's lead. As Wilczek comes down the court, gives off to Olsen. Olsen in the lane, and 9-footer rattles in and home for Grant Olsen. Now Napjizik, and he did not touch that. It was last off of Columbus, and Olsen stay here with the Jacks. 12:47 left in the game. It'll be Orman to trigger, and in it comes to Moses. Moses in the game. Now it is Worth a three-pointer. That one off the back iron, no good. Stroming skies for the rebound, and I think they're going to call the foul on Stroming on the offensive rebound, and neither he nor Coach Garrett is understanding why that was the call. But that's the call that was made. 7-point Don's lead. Here with it is Olsen. And now Nienist back to Olsen across the timeline. Dons will set up in the half court. Now Konechny. He'll wheel around the top from the circle. Give off there to Stratman. Now Nienist with it. Nienist works on Stroming. Spins. Keeps his pivot foot. Now here's Wilczek with the runner. That one no good. And rebound brought down by Buckberger. Now Ormond, and Worth works it inside to Stroming. Stroming in the lane, and 2 free throws coming up for Stroming.
Personal foul is on number 2, Gage Stroming. His first team fourth. Stroming goes to the line, shooting 2.
Coach Garrett tells Stroming to shoot it, don't push it. So Stroming on the second, and that one rattles in and out. A rebound brought down by Stratman. Again, Dons lead by 7 as we come to the 12-minute mark here in half number 2. Kick out Konechny for his 5th three. That one off to the left. A rebound brought down by Worth. Worth looks up ahead, gives off to Stroming. Stroming sees 3 Dons in front of him and stops his dribble. Now Ormond, now Moses with it. And now the feed inside to Buckberger. Buckberger brought the ball down low, and that one was partially deflected down there. Buckberger still working. Offensive workhorse is Dylan Buckberger. Again, the Jacks trim the deficit to just 5. Closest they've had it here in the second half. Wilczek, 3, got it. Sam Wilczek hits a timely 3, his first points in the second half. He has 5 on the game. Now Buckberger over to Stroming. Stroming takes Olsen. Olsen takes it away. Now Olsen works over Ormond, and the foul is going to be on Ormond, and Ormond says, come on, man. But the foul will go on the Lumberjacks, Jack Ormond. Ormond was moving. Olsen was moving too, and that's almost always a defensive foul. Come on, man. I like it though. I like the attentiveness. So Don's now in the bonus. And Olsen not able to make good on the front end of the 1-and-1. Moses rips away the rebound, and Ormond motions traffic, gives off to Ormond. Ormond feeds inside to Buckberger. Buckberger, ball on the floor off the backboard and good. Again, Dylan Buckberger just works on the offensive end. Now Stratman had a look at 3, and on the baseline drive, gave it away to Worth. Got in too deep there, did Gage Stratman. Now Orman, Worth, over to Moses, and they feed inside to Buckberger again. Buckberger in the lane, another hard look there. And then foul is going to be called on Wilczek as the ball came to the weak side of the lane over to Napjezik. So team foul number 4 and the third on Wilczek. Now Moses on the inbound, gets it into Buckberger. Over to Worth. Buckberger slides down in the lane and kick out to Moses. 3 on the way. That one long. Offensive rebound. Napjezik putback is good. And look for Coach Konieczny perhaps to get a timeout here. 3-point game. Olsen stops at the 3-point line. And now Stratman on the hesitation and runs into Stroming in the offensive foul. The Lumberjacks will inbound. They trail now by 3. They have closed the 15-point halftime deficit down to 3 as we come upon 10 minutes left here in the game. Over it comes now to Worth. Buckberger will get it across, and the ball deflected by Stratman into the hands of Wilczek. Here come the Dons. Outside Noreen. Right back to him they come. Now Wilczek up top with Napjezik on him. Wilczek to the rack, and last off of Buckberger. It'll stay with the Dons. Emmett Konieczny and his 4 3-pointers will come back in the game. 20 points too, by the way. Has not scored, though, in the second half. Here's Ninas to inbound. Looked at Wilczek, now gives out to Konieczny. Konieczny, floater from 8 feet, no good. Rebound still battled for. Brought down by Ninas. Ninas amongst 4 Jacks and flips it wildly out of bounds. So Lumberjacks again will inbound and trail by 3. Just that lone 10-second call with about 90 seconds into the game. That's been it. Jacks have been able to work the ball across the backcourt. Now Orman here to tie it, and he does! Jack Orman, and we are knotted up at 55. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it. 9:23 left when we come back. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. All right, the Dons coming out of the timeout. We're tied at 55. Jack Orman just tied us up with a 3-pointer. And the 15-point comeback now complete for the Lumberjacks. They trailed 45-30 at the halftime break. Tied now at 55. Here's Noreen. 3 on the other end is good. Cole Noreen with his 3rd 3-pointer of the game. He has 9. Now Moses to Napjezik. Double team there. Give off to Orman. Now Worth 3-pointer. That one rattles in and out. And batted out by Napjezik. Orman runs it down. Here's Moses. Looks inside to Napjezik. Now feeds him inside. Jacobson on him. Napjezik works around the defense of the Dons, and Jacobson not able to get the layup to go. Now Jacobson on the outside. Worked around to Ninas. Ninas on the wing and lost the ball. Wilczek picks it up, kicks it back to Ninas. Ninas 3 off the back iron and rebound by Buckberger. Outlets to Napjezik, and the Lumberjacks again trail by 3 with the ball. 8:15 left to play in the game. High-low to Buckberger is good. height for the Jacks starting to show through here as the Dons have gone slightly cool from the floor here in the second half. I wouldn't call them cold, but they have cooled off, though, no doubt about it. Now Ninist works baseline, floater, in. So Ninist scores his first points of the second half, and 9 points, and then a travel on the other side, and a line change coming in for Coach Garrett will allow us to tell you about Hawkins Ash CPAs, the certified public accounting firm that's big enough to serve you, small enough to care. The Marshfield office provides local tax and accounting services backed by 8 other offices and nearly 150 accounting professionals. Client satisfaction has been and remains the core of everything Hawkins Ash does. By providing timely quality service, becoming a true partner, and looking out for their clients' best interest, Hawkins Ash CPAs strives to exceed expectations. Call 715-387-1131 or online at hawkinsashcpas.com. Now Wilczek on the take, and he's fouled by Nabjezic on his way to the rack. And 2 free throws coming up for Sam Wilczek. Wilczek 2 for 2 free throw shooting in the first half. Dons were 4 for 4 from the line in half number 1. And Wilczek hits his first on this trip. Lumberjacks were 12 for 16 free throw shooting in the first half, so 30 points, and 12 of them came from the free throw line. And Wilczek gets that one to settle in nicely. Don's now 4 for 6 free throw shooting here in half number 2. As the Jacks are just 2 for 5 from the stripe. 5-point Columbus lead. And we were tied at 55 not too long ago. Now inside it comes. And a travel is the call as Jack Cayley had ideas on the baseline drive. Coach Konechny tells his guys, let's do what we do. Won't that be the result, Vinny? Whatever they do, it'll be what they did. Oh, Grant Olson, strong take with the right hand. I mean, I'm just saying literally, right? Whatever they do, it's what they will have done. So do what you do. It's Worth with the right hand back the other side. Nice runner there for Caden Worth. Hits his second basket of the game. He's got 4. Now Wilczek looks over the top of Novak. Now Ninist works on Stromig. Ninist keeps the dribble alive, and nearly an illegal dribble there. Now Noreen, 3 on the way is good. Cole Noreen fires from deep. 4 3-pointers on the game for Noreen, 4 for Konechny. And the Dons have built an 8-point lead. That one blocked by Noreen, but they'll say Noreen hit the arm of Jack Cayley. Now Cayley to the free throw line. That's what they say. As Cayley on the first. It's all in the wording, Vinny, right? It's all in the wording. Cayley hits his second free throw here of the game. He's got 2 points. Looking for 3 here. And Cayley now 3 for 4 from the stripe. Nice job there by Jack Cayley as he'll come out. And we see Nabjezic come back in for Coach Garrett and the Jacks. 6-point Dons lead, under 6 to play here today. Been a good one, been fun. That one's stolen away by Nabjezic. Nabjezic right hand, and he may have been fouled on the way up, but Stroming on the follow gets the basket. Now Noreen, Stratman outside Olson looked at a 3-pointer, let Nabjezic close out on him. Napchizek still shaking his head. He thought for sure he got fouled on that layup. Now Olsen, 5.5 left. Napchizek comes out on him. The give goes to Wilczek. Dons work the ball around the perimeter. 5 out essentially here is Noreen to the rack. Cole Noreen, 5 quick points and 6-point lead for the Dons. Now here's Novak in the lane, kick out Worth, 3-pointer, got it. Caden Worth hits the 3 and a timeout, Coach Garrett. 5:01 to play, Dons by 3.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Back here to Marshfield as we see the Coach Garrett timeout come to an end. His Lumberjacks trail by 3, setting up. We'll see what he does here. He may change up the defense here just a bit. Interesting place to call that timeout. I've seen it done before. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just a unique place to call that timeout, but may as well get something else going here. Try to find those 3 missing points in the final 5 minutes of action here on the road in Marshfield. Now inside it comes to Stratman, bounces outside Wilczek. He'll fire the 3, left that one short. A rebound brought down by Novak. Quickly up ahead it comes to Worth. Worth back to Novak. Novak looked at a 23-footer, thought better of it. Probably said it better than I did as the entry pass denied by Stratman, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Jacks. As we see Jaden Nenist come back in for Coach Konieczny. Emmett Konieczny will take a seat. Three for Stroming, and we're tied again, this time at 69. We were tied at 55 all. Now 69 all as we, again, play a very good game here tonight. Now Wilczek bends in the lane, gets it over to Stratman. Stratman down low takes advantage. He's got 3 points, all in the second half, 2-point Dons lead. Pace picks up here just a bit. Here's Novak. Worth feeds inside to Stroming. Stroming had it poked in the back by Wilczek. Now Novak with the 3. That one comes up long, last off of Nenist, I think they're going to say. It'll stay with Wausau East. And I think I'm right because Nenist didn't argue. It's always a pretty good indicator. Novak will inbound. Looking, now gets it into Stroming. Stroming will take advantage of an open lane, and the layup is good. Again, Noah Stroming continues to fill it up here tonight. And again, we are tied at 71. This time, a Columbus Catholic timeout.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Back here to Marshfield as we finish up a Columbus Catholic Joe Konieczny timeout. We're tied at 71. Noah Stroming on the layup ties us at 71, his 23rd point of the night. Way over his season average of 9.9 against Stroming with 23. And he leads all scorers here as we play the final 3:40 here in Marshfield. And the double comes on Noreen. Noreen spins out of it, gives to Olsen. Underneath was Konieczny down low and not able to get the layup. Out of it comes Stroming. Here come the Jacks looking for their first lead in the game. It'll be Ormond straight on 3. Got it! Jack Ormond hits the 3, and the Lumberjacks lead for the first time at any time in this game with 3:20 left to play. Buzz comes over the crowd from both sides. Dons with the ball. Now kick out back to Nenist. And defense comes all the way out for the Jacks. I said Coach Garrett may change something up, and he does. He's extended that defense, and now the defense has generated another turnover. Back come the Lumberjacks. Novak here, over to Ormond. Ormond, and now 3 from Worth. That one rattles in and out. Jacobson with the rebound. Now Konieczny does not handle the pass and loses it out of bounds back to the Lumberjacks. So Ormond will rebound. You see him on the middle of your screen. It's a pretty good way to see it. 2:38 left to play. Jacks with the ball. They lead by 3, again enjoying their first lead of the game. And that one thrown off the back of the backboard, and that's out of bounds. Again, Division II Wausau East, Division V Columbus Catholic. Both teams learning a lot about their teams here in this one. As that one thrown away, as Olsen decided a no-look pass there was best towards the sideline, and Wilczek not able to handle it. And Coach Garrett has called the timeout. It's a full timeout. 2:22 left when we come back.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
All right, back here to Marshfield out of the Wausau East timeout. 2:05 left to play. Now Worth, again, now the Jacks begin to work the ball around the perimeter. Work the clock here a little bit, they lead by 3. That one nearly stolen away, and then the Wilczek will pick up the foul, and that is team foul number 8. And Noah Stroming in his 23 points will head to the free throw line. 4th foul on Wilczek. Orman on the free throw, can't get it to go. Nabjezic, offensive rebound in the putback. So 5-point Lumberjacks lead now, 1:40 left. Outside it comes to Nenist, inside now to Olsen. Olsen again double teamed, and then a foul comes. And it'll be a foul that sends Grant Olsen to the free throw line, team foul number 9 on Wausau East with 92 ticks left to play. Olsen on the front end of the 1-and-1 hits it. Nine points now for Olsen. Olsen on the second, can't get that one to go. Ball tipped up by Jacobson, brought down though by Orman. Lumberjacks get it across the half-court line. In comes the double team, and then in comes the foul, and team foul number 9. So back to the free throw line go the Lumberjacks. This will be Max Novak. He's 2 for 2 free throw shooting. Both of those free throws coming here in the second half. Second foul there on Grant Olsen. Novak from the free throw line, and that one is good. Now 3 for 3 is Max. 5-point Lumberjack lead, 1:23 left in the game. And that one rattles in and out. Konechny with the rebound. Back to Nenas. Nenas now to Jacobson. Jacobson feeds inside to Olsen. Kick out, Konechny, 3, and that one not able to rattle home. Napjezik with the rebound. And timeout. Coach Garrett will call the timeout. 1:05 left. We will take our final commercial break here today and bring you back for the final 1:05. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. All right, back here to Marshfield, 1:05 left to play. 5-point Lumberjack lead, and they will inbound. Again, we will see Ormond on the inbound as he see us here in the broadcast booth. Thank you, Rachel, giving us great looks from downstairs. Now here's Ormond, gets it into Napjezik. He's fouled right away by Stratman. I was wondering who, out of the corner of my eye, who Vinny was waving to. I was like, who do you know down there, Vinny? Oh, well, Vinny knows the camera. So that part works. 10 team fouls now on the Dons. Double bonus the rest of the way for Wausau East. This is Napjezik. And the front end of the pair of free throws bangs off the back of the rim. And Napjezik goes over 2 from the line. A lead remains at 5. Under 1 minute to play here in Marshfield. Nenas turns, pivots, still spinning. And we're going to have a timeout. Joe Konechny, and the Dons will keep it here. 54 seconds left to play. See if we can give you some scores from around the area. Again, we were looking for the Columbus Catholic girls game. It looks like Greyhound TV had it on for the first couple minutes, and then not sure what happened. One of our other premier games on the network tonight is over in Mosinee, and it is Mosinee and Middleton in a very low-scoring affair, 44-19. Mosinee leading the visiting Middleton Cardinals. Some of the Middleton fans online they're watching are looking for the comeback. 8 minutes left to play, so a lot of time there in Mosinee. Slow-moving game compared to us anyway. We've got 54 seconds left here. And highlights of these games found later on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. Back in action here at Columbus Catholic tomorrow. Fall Creek comes to town. JV 5:45, varsity at 7:15. Matt Reeby will be on the call. Make sure to tune into that. As Olsen keeps it inbounds and Stroming keeps it in. Ball picked up by Napjezik. Dons will have to foul again. 44 seconds and counting. Working for a 10-second call here are the Dons, and Noreen with the steal. And now Stroming able to get it across. 33 seconds. Stroming to the rack and fouled. Some of the Jacks fans here thought the whistle wasn't going to blow there. It does. Late whistle, though. Also, we've got Marshfield, Wisconsin Valley Conference basketball. I'll be on the call over crosstown as Marshfield takes on Spash. Or as we like to say here in the broadcast booth, Jason versus Vinny. Right? Tigers, Panthers, Jason versus Vinny. That's how it works. Stroming hits the first one. And also Mosinee boys basketball, right? Yeah. So all those games and those listings found at ZaleskiSports.com. Varsity 7:15 all the way around. Your game's at night, right, Vinny? Tomorrow? Yeah, okay. Yep, all games at 7:15, all varsity at 7:15. All games found at ZaleskiSports.com. As Wilczek looked at a 3, good defense by the Jacks. Here's Nenas, long 3, and it's good. Coach Konechny will call the quick 30-second timeout. 13 seconds left. His Dons trail by 4. So 2-possession game here in Marshfield. We'll take a look inside the Dons huddle as Coach Konechny talks to his guys down there. Ninas dials up the 3. He's got 12 points here tonight. Again, we talked to Coach Konechny earlier today. You saw that in the pregame. You saw it at halftime. If for some reason you didn't, we'll put that up on Facebook later. We take a look inside Coach Garrett's huddle on the other side. Coach talked about, Joe Konechny that is, talked about the length, the height of these guys from Wausau East. That has come to be the story here of this game. The Lumberjacks, they trailed by 15 at halftime. Coming out of the second half, Coach Garrett opted to work the ball inside, worked it well. His guys performed and responded. A lot of inside points in the second half for those Lumberjacks, and that height may be the end of the Dons here tonight. We shall see. 4-point Jacks lead. Ormond to inbound, and in it comes to Stroming. Stroming, and fouled, and one! Noah Stroming. Wow, what a strong move. Bring the Jacks fans to their feet here at Columbus Catholic High School. "27 points for Noah Stroming. As we see Sam Wilczek foul out. And with 11 seconds to go here, it'll be a Wausau East non-conference win here tonight. Make sure to stay tuned to our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We will talk to Coach Joe Konechny. As Stroming piles in point number 28 tonight. Talk to Coach Konechny in our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We'll talk to him about tonight's game. So make sure to stay tuned for that as Emmett on the other end not able to make good on the three-pointer. And the Jacks dribble it out. They get their 3rd win of the year here on the road at Columbus. They win 82-75. Again, make sure to stay tuned for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. We will talk to Columbus Catholic head coach Joe Konechny, get his thoughts on today's game, and look ahead to tomorrow's contest against Fall Creek. We'll hear now from Nasonville Dairy. Back to Columbus Catholic in a bit.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6,150. And so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, sending it in the stores, sending it to the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year. But yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done.
We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on cake.
Back here for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. We will talk with Columbus Catholic head coach Joe Konechny in just a moment. Before we do, though, we'll take you through final scoring here today. 82-75, our final score. And we will start, final score, Wausau East over Columbus Catholic. And if you're just joining us now, 82-75, Wausau East picks up their third victory of the year. They do it here in non-conference style against these Columbus Catholic Dons. We will first start with the Columbus Catholic Dons in scoring. Leading all Dons with 20 points is Emmett Konechny. Konechny had all those 20 points in the first half. Lumberjacks able to keep Konechny off the score sheet in half number 2. Certainly a big part of the 7-point win is keeping the young freshman off the score sheet in half number 2. 14 points for Cole Noreen, 12 points for Jaden Neenest, 9 points for Grant Olson, 11 points for Eden Jacobson. Also, Jacobson somewhat quiet in the second half, just 3 points after scoring 8 points in half number 1. Perhaps we'll see if Coach Garrett will come up here and maybe talk to Coach here momentarily. We'll see if we can get Coach's attention. Gage Stratman with 3 points for the Dons. Scoring for the Jacks, 28 points, leading all scores, was Noah Stroming here tonight. Again, Stroming with 28 points. For Coach Garrett's Lumberjacks, Gabe Nabjezic, 19 points tonight. 9 points for Jack Ormond, 8 for Dylan Buckberger, 7 points for Caden Worth, 3 points for Max Novak, and Jack Cayley. Also 3 points for Isaac Roswadowski. I get all that name out of my mouth. See if we can, we'll talk to Coach Garrett here a little bit, get his thoughts on today's game while we wait for Coach Konechny to come out with us. We'll give Coach the microphone here. We'll make sure to keep our 6 feet and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, you're wherever you're good, I'm good, Coach. I'm the one without a mask on here. So talk to Coach Garrett about today's game. Coach, you get the 82-75 win. Big second half comeback. Obviously, you feed your guys down low. Tell us what else fueled the big second half comeback here tonight.
Well, Noah Stroming, he really played a good second half. And we went into halftime and said, hey, you got to be the difference here in the second half for us. And we had a height advantage, and we wanted to take advantage of that.
Yeah, Noah scores 28 points. Talk about his play just a little bit more. 6 points in the first half. What was working better? How were the other guys able to help Noah find his game in the second half?
I think he was just more aggressive. I think sometimes you get kids out here, they're just thinking too much. I think he was more aggressive in the second half, and he powered up and finished through contact.
Every game, win or lose, there's always something to learn. You'll learn a lot here in the non-conference win. What do you tell your guys on the bus ride back home or at practice?
Well, we don't got a whole lot of time to enjoy this. We got a game tomorrow. So, enjoy the win. We got some things we got to clean up. We can't have slow starts like that against really good teams, and we were lucky to come back and get a win tonight.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way. All right. Good seeing you again. We'll see if we can get Coach Konechny before he leaves out of the corner there. Coach Konechny making a beeline out of the gym. We'll see if we can catch him. Maybe Rachel will go run him down for us, or maybe not. Coach, sometimes they're tough characters to corral, but we appreciate Coach Garrett's time and thank him for catching up with us here today. Coach Konechny, he was here, he was gone, and he was out the door. And that may be it for Joe. So that's all right. We'll catch up with Coach Konechny tomorrow. Again, Columbus back at it tomorrow as they take on the Fall Creek Crickets here at home. 5:45 JV start, 7:15 varsity tip-off. Take one last look for Coach. He is gone. He's out. So that'll do it here tonight. Vincent Villarreal producing like he's done it for a million years tonight. We thank him for all his work tonight. Rachel, down on the baseline camera. Again, my name's Jason Zaleski. I'll be on the call tomorrow for Marshfield Spash boys basketball. Again, all tip times tomorrow at 7:15. Mosinee boys basketball tomorrow at 7:15. And again, right here at Columbus Catholic, they take on the Crickets. Varsity action all starts at 7:15. Highlights all over the place later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports.